Everyone, this is Kelly from Zenny Me. I'm one of the private practice coaches, and I wanted to talk today about treatment planning in private practice. I don't know about you, but treatment plans used to make my stomach churn from my days in the county and agency work. And it often felt like they were for the purpose of billing alone, and sometimes very I don't want to say unhelpful, but a little bit too prescriptive when working with clients. And I think that's mainly because of how I learned to do treatment plans. I don't know where you learned to do them, but I learned to do them according to Medi-Cal, Medicaid, and Medicare standards. And it was more about meeting billable hours than how to utilize a plan to really improve outcomes with your clients. Now, the thought was, though, that your interventions would connect to the plan and therefore the plan goals would be achieved. And that was something you were always kind of monitoring, at least in my old county days. Now, I hear that some of that is changing for people with treatment planning. But when I went into private practice, treatment plans were not a thing on my mind. Doing documentation, my notes, yes, but treatment planning was very loose and broad. And I think I missed an opportunity really in terms of how to help my clients and improve the conversation in a way that could improve outcomes. And yes, I saw Paul's post about DMH that's in California getting rid of treatment plan and the initial assessment. I do think that there's some, I've seen governments go from, we need it, no, we don't, now we need it. It's like this constant iteration. But I do think even in private practice, some planning can be really helpful. One of the things we talk about, for example, in business school is just talking to your clients about the process. Awesome. They're not getting rid of it. They're just changing it up. That's awesome. Is talking to your client about the process and what to expect in general. I'm not saying that hey, you will do this for X amount of weeks and then we'll move into the XYZ kind of interventions. But you kind of know the patterns of how things go in your kind of work. And teaching clients that and helping them know what to expect can be really helpful. Some of you do have things like discernment counseling that is it's a lot more prescriptive, a little bit more organized and structured. Others of you have that with your EMDR protocols or brain spotting, and some of you don't have any kind of structure like that. But you can start to see patterns of when people may want to drop out or when things get hard or challenging, and teaching that and educating our clients to empower them of what to expect is really important. I think of treatment planning as really the conversation of what do you want to see change? What do you want to see different? So that you know that your time, your energy, your money, everything that you're putting into this is worth it for you. So are we really having those conversations? Or are some of us still sitting down saying, how can I help today? Or how are you feeling today? Which there's value to that. And are we really understanding the desires of our clients, what they're really seeking out? And so I think in private practice, we can have our own pendulum swing. We leave agency work. We want to trash the whole thing and do our own thing. And I think there's a way to do treatment planning that is really for the benefit of your therapeutic relationship. I want our treatment plans to always improve clinical outcomes. Otherwise, I don't see why I'm doing it, other than to appease big corporations, right? So is there a way, maybe some of you are tied to big corporations, you do have insurances involved, a third party who is wanting to say, hey, I want eyes on that too. And so there's additional pressure when you have insurance, for example, wanting to see a treatment plan. And I think that we can get caught up in maybe habits that we learned in our practicums from past positions and things like that. So we're bringing Barbara Griswold in from Navigating the Insurance Maze to talk about how to do short treatment plans. Like, how can you create an effective treatment plan that's meaningful for you and the client in 10 minutes? 10 minutes. It's really more like 5, but we thought no one would believe that. So 10 minutes. And it includes templates for you to use and take with you. If you have a group practice, this might be really helpful to have your staff attend, or you at least attend, look over the templates and modify them for your clinic and what you want to do. If you're a solo practice, it'd be really helpful for you to start thinking about, like, how am I bettering the outcomes here? That's always what we're doing. We're always looking at Zinni, we're always looking at how to improve income while improving outcomes. We don't want clients to improve and us not be able to afford our needs and be able to take care of ourselves, nor do we want us to only focus on ourselves and the clients just kind of don't get great outcomes. It's that intersection of improving the business and your life and the clients' lives improving. And so treatment planning is one of the aspects where that intersection happens. If you hear the word treatment plan and you feel like inside, this might be a really great training for you. This is one of the ways we give back to the community. It's free, no pitches. It's just we are paying a speaker to come in who's much better at the treatment planning piece than me and Miranda would be. I'm great at the business planning piece, but when it comes to treatment plans, I think Barbara, she's been doing this a long time. I really do respect her and what she does for our community. And we would love to have you there and spread the word, share this, get this out. Because if we could take, I remember my treatment plan, and Paul, who's on LinkedIn right now, probably has seen these, like 6 pages, front and back. I was just like, really, I have to do this? And then there was like the final like goal setting with your SMART goals and all of that. And it got really rote instead of it being dynamic with the client and meaningful for the client. And we need to change that. So if you've been avoiding treatment planning, you don't want to do it, or you feel like you're just replicating what you did in agency work, this would be a great training to attend. And we'd love to see you there. So please spread the word. And let's continue to set the bar higher for better clinical outcomes, but also doing it in a way that is easeful for ourselves, right? We don't have to sacrifice our well-being and our sanity here. We can do this in a way that's synergistic, right? That really does impact that therapeutic relationship. So you can walk away feeling good about why you're doing what you're doing as well. I hope to see you all there. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.